He loved his plantation. As I said, he was a scientific farmer who was very interested in farming. But the plantation and his investments were his livelihood.
Right.
I mean, they were his source of stability, of wealth, of income. He never took pay. He took his expenses, but he never took pay as a general. He never took pay as president. His income came from his plantation, and no one else could manage it right. He was like his mother. No one else could manage his farm right. It was difficult because the soil had pretty well played out, and he shifted from tobacco farming to wheat farming, which was a good move. But so he constantly had to nurture this place. And he'd turn it over to people when he wasn't there, and inevitably it wasn't just the lush place that could automatically produce wealth. And with him micromanaging, it could make money. And so he wanted to be there for that reason. He loved it back there. It's beautiful back there. His wife never wanted to come back. She didn't want to come back. She wouldn't even go to his inaugural. She stayed, and she wanted to be in Mount Vernon. But so, yes, there was a constant pull back. But he realized that his legacy, which he cared about tremendously, because he had no children, his legacy was the country. And if the country could do without him, he was much happier, because his legacy was secure from the revolution. But then he came back, and what my book covers is his tremendous involvement in forging this union. Then he would prefer not to be president, but he realizes he has to be it at first. But even then, even when he took the oath of office, he didn't really hoped he wouldn't have to stay even the first full term, and that he could step down, because his tradition, his established legacy was leaving it in other hands. That's the Cincinnatius model. But it turns out he has to serve that whole first term, and then he had put together a diverse cabinet. That was his trademark, bring a variety of ideas together. So Doris Card Goodwin talks about Lincoln's team of rivals. Well, the first team of rivals, whatever she's got, Hamilton, Jefferson in the same cabinet, throw in Knox and Randolph, there's the team of rivals, the best men. And that's the way he liked to lead. He liked to pull these people on. And all sides, Jefferson and Hamilton, said, you have to serve again. It's not done. So he agrees to a second term. They're all trying to get him to do a third. And he says, no, if you can't make it on your own by now, I think you can. I'm out of here.